looks a little darker. It's hard to see. Hey Tom, how's your day going, buddy? Sorry, I'm if things are a little weird, I got a new webcam in and I'm trying to figure out the settings. So let me know if you've. I know I've seen you here before. If you remember what it used to look like, if it looks better or worse now, if you could let me know. It definitely looks darker, but I don't know. The resolution, I bumped it up to 1280 by 720, which means I hopefully if I read it correctly, we should be able to be you should be able to bump your resolution on the stream up to 720. I didn't want to do 1080 just yet until I figured out that 720 would be okay. It looks better. Good, good. What I'm doing now is I'm running the new webcam through my laptop with through the OBS. Hey Wes. Oh, good. I really appreciate that. Like I was saying, I'm running the new webcam through my laptop, which is only running the OBS, and then I have YouTube on the TV so I can read the chat. Because I don't want to, I didn't want to have the too many things on the laptop while the stream was running in case there was any kind of buffering issues or anything. So if we can, what we can do is we can stick to 720 for right now, and then maybe if I can write down the fucking settings, I can try 1080 next time, and you guys can let me know if that looks good or bad or the same or whatever. I don't want to get too good of a resolution, because then you guys will see all of my many imperfections. You know, it's like, hey, I've never noticed that you have zits everywhere. Your beard looks terrible. Before it was just blurry, but now we can see every fucking follicle, and you look like shit. So let's take it step by step. I hope your back day is going really well, Wes. Really well, Wes. That is a tongue twister. I also got a gift in the other day, and it was this this fancy razor. If you go onto my channel, you'll see a live video from a couple of days ago labeled Shaven. It was me trying it out. I probably should have said what brand of razor it was. Some kind of Norelco razor, but I had shaved my chest, and then I was I was looking in the mirror before I took a shower, and I was like, I look stupid with a shaved chest and shaved armpits, but my arms are still hairy, my stomach is hairy, my legs are hairy. So I've been slowly and systematically shaving my entire body. So now I am, for the most part, like a seal, just aerodynamic. Now I did miss some spots. So sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, wow, there's a little patch of hair that I missed. So I'm slowly cleaning it up. But the bulk of the adventure is behind us. So hopefully on chest day, which should be tomorrow, hopefully on chest day, I can go topless and we can see if my chest looks any better. I tend to think that it does look better without any hair on it, but you guys will be the harsh judges of that, because you guys might come back and say you look like shit, and then and body shame me into never streaming again. That's what the internet's good at, right? Just a bunch of people with anime characters as their profile pictures, telling you that you don't need to be streaming and all that fun stuff. So thankfully, I'm a grown man, and words on the internet don't tend to hurt my feelings too often. But the pictures the little screen that I have, I do look like my arms are looking good from what I can see. Of course, lefty's looking really nice. Righty doesn't look so good. But all right, we're gonna try 150 each hand and see if we can do. Let's shoot for 6. Let's shoot for 6 good ones, and hopefully not bring our biceps into it too much. All right, 150 each hand. All right, those were not great. They were a little sloppy, little fast on the descend, maybe a little too quick on the ascend, or whatever the hell that's called. They didn't feel terrible though. Definitely. It didn't jump into my shoulders or my biceps, which was nice. And I did feel it in my back, but it's very difficult because that's about, it's 150 each hand, which should equate into 300 pounds. But I have a little bit of a sneaking suspicion that my weights are not exact, so there might be some poundage missing. However, the benefit of having certain lat pull downs. Yes, Wes, I am a wrestler. My wrestling days have I don't know if I can even call myself a wrestler still because I haven't stepped into a ring in a while. Uh, but I did spend most of my life being a professional wrestler. I just I got a little lazy over the past few months, and one of the main things that I've neglected is my cardio. So if the next time I step into a wrestling ring, I better win in about 3 minutes, because after that I will pass out from oxygen deprivation. So let's let's hope one of these days I can actually get off my fat ass and do some walking or something. Oh, that's very cool, Wes. Yeah, I've always been a big wrestling fan, and uh, living on the border of North Carolina and Virginia gave me the opportunity to travel to local wrestling events when I was young. Because North Carolina is kind of the Wild West when it comes to professional wrestling, so anybody can run a show. And I was lucky enough that there were shows within 30 minutes of me. So even as young as 13 years old, I was going to these shows. And then by 14 years old, I'm trying to figure out how to get into wrestling. And then by 15 years old, I'm in wrestling training. And by 16, I'm actually traveling to other states wrestling. So I first stepped into a professional wrestling ring in May of 1999. And the reason I know that is because directly after my first time in a wrestling ring, my buddy who was with me at the time and his family, we all went to IHOP, and then we went to see a mid-afternoon showing of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. And I was so exhausted that I fell asleep, and I was only woken up by the sounds of pod racers. So, if that tells you how old I am, I don't know. It's I'm not a young man. All right, let's do one more, but let's lower the weight a little bit. And, you know what? Let's stick at 150. Let's stick at 150 and see if we can move a little bit more weight. And I'll get back to my story after this. Okay, nope. Let's lower the weight down. Do a couple more. Let's lower it down way good. Okay. The uh, the the advantage of doing lat pull downs at the gym is that they're equipped with that lap brace. So you strap your thighs under that brace so you can't pull up. And that little brace helps you pull down. I don't have that here at the house. So it's a little difficult trying to move too much weight without that stability there. And having the handles instead of the bar makes it so I'm a little bit more free to move my hands which kind of bring it more into a row situation. I mean, not like a regular traditional row, but a neutral grip, which I do enjoy. I almost prefer the neutral grip lat pull down. But that's not what I was attempting to do there. I am getting hungry. What am I going to eat? I have a couple of beef patties made. I can probably make some mashed potatoes and vegetables to go along with that. I've not been eating as well as I should. I'm just going to keep talking because it makes it so I don't have to do another set. But I missed working out the last couple of days because on Friday, I think it was, Friday evening. Friday evening, I did a very heavy quad day with just tons of leg extensions and tons of leg presses. And I was feeling good. And then, like a baseball bat to the side of the head, I woke up the next day, and it wasn't until today that I've been able to walk correctly. Like I try to go into the store, and trying to step onto the curb to go into the store was agony. You know, trying to get off the fucking toilet. Like I'd have a better chance of, you know, trying to cure cancer, split the atom, than just walk around. Today my legs feel much better. I'm able to sit up and sit down with less pain. There's still pain, but it's not as bad. Let's do one more set and then we'll switch over to something else. You know what? We'll do some of the twisties real quick. We'll sit over here and we'll do our single arm twists. So, even though it shouldn't connect, you know, you do a heavy leg day, your legs hurt, but you still have your upper body to do other shit, right? It's like, sure, that makes sense. My legs hurt, I can still do biceps. My legs hurt, I can still do chest. My legs hurt, I can still do whatever. But no, I was, like, even when I did that show where I was shaving my chest, I was in so much pain just sitting there. Think the thought of putting out any more exertion that I needed to be absolutely necessary for me to stand up and shower and eat. I couldn't do it. And it was very lazy of me, and I knew it the entire time. I would sit there and try to psych myself up. It's like, yeah, you know, your legs hurt, big deal. You can do forearms. You can do biceps. You can sit in a fucking chair and do biceps. But I didn't have it in me. And honestly, I really don't have it in me right now. I'm just trying to do the bare minimum so that I do not feel so bad tonight, today, or at some point when I lay down. I don't feel like I've wasted the entire day trying to improve myself. It's it's agonizing. I mean, it's such a good pain. It's like, you're moving a bunch of weight at the gym, you're just like, yeah, my legs hurt, but it's a good hurt. And then the next couple of days, you wonder, why you're doing it. It doesn't make any damn sense. It's like even my cat would jump in my lap and I could feel her little paws digging into my leg, and it would just hurt so bad. And that's what you guys tune in for. You guys tune in to hear me complain. God bless America. Son of a bitch. This is pathetic. I think some of the overhead lighting is hitting the camera lens just a little too much, so I tried to bring down the little cover a little bit to be a little bit of a shade. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Oh. I usually try to be upbeat and positive during these streams, but some workouts I just feel like a complete nihilist, where it's just like nothing matters, just end me. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, Wes. Don't stick around if you can't do your workout the way you like to do it. We can chat another time. Go ahead and listen to your music and get pumped up and get your workout going. We can chat another time, buddy. I don't want to mess with your workout with my nonsense. I watch the occasional wrestling. I like to stay in the loop of wrestling, so I'll know what's going on. And I do watch the pay-per-views because, pay-per-views are going to be the best of the best. Or if one of my buddies says, "Hey, you gotta watch this match, it's really good," or "You gotta watch this match, it's really bad," I'll watch that. But there's too much wrestling nowadays, and if I were to actually watch wrestling, it would eat up like 10 or 12 hours a week. And that's time that I could spend sleeping or, let's say, reading a book, but I can't read, so watching pornography. Basically anything more fun than wrestling, because not to say that I don't enjoy wrestling, because I love wrestling more than I love my children. And I've been watching a lot of UWF from like '86 when Steiner and Sting and Eddie Gilbert and Dr. Death Steve Williams were in there. Been watching a lot of that. I've been watching a shit ton of British Bulldogs versus Demolition, because I love that dynamic. You know, Demolition is like my, I don't want to say they're my favorite tag team, but I love Demolition. And it's so nice because, like, growing up, I was always a bigger Barry Darso fan, because Smash, you know, he had the tongue and he was more charismatic. And then when I got a little bit older, I was like, I was told, hey, you know, Axe, that was Masked Superstar. So I'd go and I'd watch a bunch of Masked Superstar. And Masked Superstar is like the greatest wrestler of all time. Love Masked Superstar. So I grew a deeper appreciation for Axe. And then as I grew even older, I would, you know, you get more into physiques. It's like my God, Bill Eadie was huge. He was fucking stacked. He had a thick body, but he wasn't like a big fat guy, you know. So I can sit there and gush over Bill Eadie all day long. Hey, Jock, great to see you, buddy. Jock, you're here all the time. Let me know if the camera and this picture and all that stuff is any more clear for you, okay? Oh my God. Because I just hooked up a new camera that I was gifted, and I changed the settings on the OBS to be the resolution of 720, and I'm streaming through my laptop just on OBS, so there's not too many things running. And I also shut down everything in the other room, so I'm not picking at the available resolution that I have if I'm downloading something or whatever. Sorry, having trouble thinking. I am hungry and sore and sweaty and complainy, and I just I wish I was a bear so that I could just go into my cave with all the food that I've gathered through the summer and just curl up and hibernate, so you guys won't see my fat ass for about 3 or 4 months until the sun comes back out. We're just going to do a couple more back stuff, because we've been doing this for about 30 minutes, not counting the time that I did a couple of sets before I opened the package, and then counting the time that I spent trying to set the camera up. I've been doing this for almost an hour, and it's about time that I get all this stink off of me and get some food. I think I'll eat a couple of burgers and some mashed potatoes, and maybe I'll make some Brussels sprouts, and then I'll find something sweet, and I'll just eat a bunch of Pop-Tarts, or I'll make a big tray of brownies. You know, shit, I just made my grocery list, and now it's too late to add anything, because if I could add stuff, I would just... This is why you don't do grocery shopping when you're hungry. If I could still add stuff to my grocery list, I would throw on the most amount of brownies that I could. And when they get here, I would turn the camera on so you guys could see me expand on camera and just sit here and swallow brownies by the pound until I am satisfied. That sounds great. Do you make the macaroni and cheese by hand, or you just open a box? Making it from hand is always fun because you can, you make the macaroni or whatever pasta, and you can make like the roux with milk and butter and a little flour, and throw in a bunch of cheese, make that cheese sauce. That's all fine and dandy, but at the same time, opening a box of like shells and cheese. I made shells and cheese the other week. All I did was open a box and wait for the pot to boil, and a couple minutes later, I was just shoveling my face with shells and cheese, and it was quite nice. Yet another thing that I forgot to buy is macaroni and cheese. Although I do have some macaroni, and I've been trying to make more pasta salad lately, like macaroni salad with let's do one more set so I don't feel like a complete failure. Macaroni, toss it in a little bit of oil, kind of coat it, and then I make a gravy of mayonnaise and a little bit of relish, pickle juice, and Italian dressing. And I kind of toss that through to make it nice and like a gravy. I pour it on there, I let it settle, and then when I get my own, when I fix a plate, I'll throw a little cheddar cheese in there, and I eat that. I've been really enjoying eating that, trying to get my calories up, because even though I do very little every day, I am kind of stagnating at the weight that I've been for a while, and I don't think I'm eating. I know I'm not eating as well as I should. So I've been trying to eat more pasta and sweet potatoes so that I can, get some fuel into my biceps. Okay. Especially after the workout. Especially the workouts I've been having. where, you know, you've just been sore for days after. You know, you got to make sure that you fuel those rebuilding muscles. So it's very important that I get food in me, because I don't care if I pack on a few lbs in the fat department. That does not bother me, because I'm not trying to fit into my bikini for swimsuit season. My days of trying to find a six-pack are well behind me. I just want to make sure that my muscles have the adequate amount of calories and fat and sugar, protein, carbohydrates, and all of those little vitamins and minerals and all that fun stuff to go into those hurt muscles and rebuild me bigger and stronger and fatter than ever. So that's what I'm going to do. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I am going to sit down just for a minute. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to reheat the beef patties I have and make some food with that. Some mashed potatoes or something. And I'm going to eat a whole lot. And hopefully I can grab a nap, because I do have things to do this afternoon which will eat up a lot of my time. And I'm hoping that if I can take a nap and a nice hot shower, that my legs will ease up so I can move around tomorrow or today, whatever the hell. But I really appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, Jock, or this morning, whatever the hell you want to say. And I hope we can get together again soon. Today was not as productive as it should have been, but it's been more productive recently. My left arm looks really nice right here. I don't know if it's the shadows or what, but got a nice shadow right there of the shoulder. Anyways, today should have been back in biceps, but I'm running on fumes. Just fumes here, okay? We either need to figure out a way to open my nose up so I can get some good sleep, or we're going to have to adopt a cocaine habit so that I can actually fucking move around. Because I have energy for about 30 minutes a day after I have my coffee, and then I'm just like, okay, how long until nap time comes? So let's come back here tomorrow with a better attitude and move some weight and get some biceps going. And if you guys could, if you're here and you're enjoying the picture, give a great big thank you to my boy who bought me a new webcam. Tell him you appreciate it. I'm sure he would love to hear it. And let's catch up tomorrow with some biceps. But until then, I must bid you all adieu.